right, we are back with the show that absolutely nobody asked for. We apologize. We meant to get a video out last week, but we have a baby now, and our priorities have shifted. So
Harlow rules everything.
Yes, it's like herding cats around here. It was trying to get Coco to lay down, trying to get her right as we started to film. Harlow decided to cry, so
she wanted to be in it.
She did. And then we wanted to film later last week, and then KK's out running around. She has new friends that she was out with yesterday. I had a couple Yay! Finally get her out of the house. I had a few auditions, a couple callbacks, so that kind of threw a loop.
I don't know what I've been doing. I've just been living.
You've been feeding and sleeping.
My days are blurred together.
Yes. But here we are. Let's give a quick recap on Harlow. She's breathing.
She is still alive.
She's doing good.
She is. Oh.
I was going to mention the first week, it was kind of a whirlwind. I don't
remember anything.
Let's do this, though. How do you think we did on the first week as parents? A to F.
Oh, I'd give a solid A.
Ooh, really?
No, I thought you guys had handled it really well. I remember there was a couple times, though, I said this to you, I think, that, like, Harlow would be crying and stuff, and, like, you two, it's like a movie scene, like, two new parents, like, just surrounding the baby, like, what's wrong, and trying to figure out what's going on, like, trying literally anything to make her stop. And then now you guys are more comfortable with it, like, it's just more natural as, like, knowing that she's not hurt or anything, like, she's, like, nothing's bad's happening, she's just crying, like.
Yes, that's exactly right, because I was thinking that first week, I just didn't know what to do. I was like, well, it's screaming, and what do we do, and is she sick, or is she hurt? But now it's like, you can kind of understand her cries a bit more too, like if she's whimpering or if she's injured, or not that she's been injured,
but
like if she's uncomfortable or
or if she has a wet diaper.
I think that first week and a half though was also me just trying to figure out nursing with her too.
True.
So
because from my understanding, if she's eating well, she'll sleep well, and if she's sleeping well, then when she is awake, things will be good. Because
nursing is a natural thing my body does, but it's not a natural thing to just automatically know, like, what to do. So it's kind of been a learning experience, but
that's a good point.
We're good now.
Yeah, good. I'll just be chilling on the couch, and Kara's feeding Harlow. And all of a sudden, I'm just enjoying TV, and all I hear is,
"Oh, yeah. That's Kara."
This freaking hurts.
That's Kara in pain.
I was like, "What is happening?" I said, "I don't want a baby."
It's a little tender at first, but
a lot of pros and cons of it. But I think overall, it's worth it.
Yeah. I'm feeling good now.
Good. But Harlow's sleeping pretty good. I mean, we're still about that 3 hour, 3.5, sometimes 4.
Yeah.
Overall, I think we're on course for what our goal is.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
She's doing good.
Yeah.
Doctor said she's doing good. Gaining weight.
Yep.
Healthy.
Good.
She's a strong baby.
True.
She's a strong baby.
I mean, I might be biased, but she does have some strong neck muscles. She's already leaning back.
Yep.
Doing planks.
She's working on it.
We're good to go. We're in the holiday season now.
My favorite time of year.
Yeah, I enjoy it, but not like you. I like holidays, but you like...
sound like a Grinch.
Sure. But it's just different in LA. I noticed that like the first year. The weather obviously gets a little cooler here, but it's not nearly like it is in Iowa.
Do you sense that? Like, does it feel like the holidays to you right now?
No, because it's just so different, because the weather, I feel like, just really sets you in the mood, especially when it gets freezing cold that you're wearing a winter coat. But here I'm just chilly, but I still feel like it's cold.
Right. But you don't see like Christmas decorations like you do in the Midwest.
Or just when it like turns fall back home, like the leaves change and people are like burning leaves, and like you don't see that here. Like it's just, you don't get those like senses and
the little nuances of the holiday. And then it's just weird when you see freaking palm trees with Christmas lights. It's just not the same.
No. That's why we go home for Christmas.
Yes.
And our family, of course.
Yes. And here you hear a lot of happy holidays, not very many Merry Christmases. It's just different, which is cool. It's just different.
Yep.
But also the bad thing about this time of year, maybe, is that Kara just lives off of baking shows. KK knows this.
Okay, but I kind of enjoy them. I don't hate them. They're interesting. There's some parts like when they dress up and stuff, like the judges, that I'm like, okay, I think
it's a little cheesy.
Yeah, I'm like, this can stop.
I think it's all cheesy.
But I just love baking, so
I like that Kara likes baking because she makes a lot of goodies.
That's a good point.
And for a second, we had a little baking corner over there. We had Rice Krispies, brownies, what was it,
Cupcakes, that was it.
I need to restock
But that's a lot.
Yeah, but they only last a couple days, so yeah.
You guys are going in.
We're going to have to get on that.
KK needs to work on cleaning up her crumbs. You always can tell where KK was standing at the counter eating because she has a few pebbles on the ground.
I wipe the crumbs off the counter and put them in the trash.
Just work on it. I'm sure you do. I'm sure he does. I'm sure you do.
That's so good.
We did put up Christmas decorations last weekend too. Mm-hmm. Kara wanted to get that on film for Harlow.
Mm-hmm. I was the videographer. Mike was trying to do both at the same time, and he was doing a terrible job. And he doesn't know how to decorate a Christmas tree either.
No, you were putting all of the ornaments on one side.
It literally looked awful. And then Kara's had the baby, but she's like, well, I gotta come in. Like, we need a second.
You see what I put up with? I can't win. I was trying to do a good deed. I thought it was just a preliminary run. I was going to set them, and I was going to have to make some adjustments. It wasn't the final.
I just have Christmas tree OCD.
Well, it looks fine now.
I like it to look nice.
Our Christmas tree is also 3 feet tall, so
yeah,
it's not an actual
arguably
Christmas
a tree. Yeah, true.
It's more like a stub. Yes.
That's true.
Do we have any traditions that we usually do here? Kara likes to cook. Kara always cooks for Thanksgiving. We're always here.
Yeah.
We always stay here for Thanksgiving, and then we always go home for Christmas. Mm-hmm. Kara loves to cook everything.
You and I used to go like ice skating.
True.
Here. We'd go to the
we would try to ice skate. That was just a nightmare.
Yeah, there was one year I knocked a kid over.
And I got it on video. She just wrecked a kid. And he just stared at her with like the biggest eyes like, what did you just do?
I want to see.
Yeah, I felt bad. But we go to the Americana. They decorate that really, really cool.
Is that when they put the fake snow out?
Yes.
Yes, they play Christmas music and then all of a sudden they have fake snow that comes down, which it looks really cool.
Yeah.
But if you look across the street, it's not snowing, so then it kind of ruins the feel. You're like, oh wait, hold on, it's actually nice out today.
Yeah.
But we really didn't. You have at your house, you do stuff with your family when you get back home because you're just dying to get back there. And
we usually bake.
Yes, you do.
We like to make Christmas goodies. Other than that, I mean, nothing really crazy. We all get together like on Christmas. But
you're also trying to get me to do the old matching pajamas thing again. I've done it once.
We did it once with the dogs.
It's cute for like 30 seconds, and then you just realize you spent $50 to just take one picture and post it, and then you're like, was that worth it? And Kara's like, yeah, it was. And I'm like, I don't know if it was.
But the thing is, I love Christmas pajamas, and I wear them. You only wear yours once. That's why you feel like it's a waste of money.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Memories, Mike. Building memories.
You have a daughter now. She wants to see those things.
Does she though? Hey, Harlow. Yes. Harlow, if you want us to dress up, please let me know.
She said yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes. Was that the baby? Whoa, she's speaking.
Also, this time of year, it reminds me of, remember that one Christmas? So this was in like the height of Justin Bieber fever when he was young and he was like the biggest pop star and everybody loved him. Yes, and KK was truly one of his biggest fans. Your room like had all of his posters.
Oh I felt bad. Like Uncle Perv would have to come stay in my room. Like they'd always kick me out because like when he stayed at our house, so like I'd sleep on the couch or something. And my room was covered in Justin Bieber, and I was like above my bed, freaking like borderline on my ceiling, probably. Yeah,
borderline psychotic.
I was like, yes, and he's just staring at Justin Bieber.
Yes.
So I felt bad.
And that reminds me of that one year. I don't know how old you were. You were like in middle school or elementary school.
I had to have been in middle school.
Probably middle school. And I know it was like he had a tour coming up, and his tour dates were announced, and one of them was like in the Midwest. And so I just made it seem like we had got KK tickets, and she got done opening all of her gifts. And then I was like, and last but not least, and I handed her a box, and it had nothing in it. And she was like, oh, Mike. She's like, stop it. Give me that. And she was like, you could just tell she was like anticipating it so much. And then she opened it and it was nothing. And then she got mad. But I'm like, oh, I'm just joking. I'm like, go to the back closet, look in that categories box, and you might find a surprise. And she's like, Mike, you're joking with me. And she like was like really truly wanting it to be tickets. I did it like 3 times.
No, you did it more than 3 times. Mike, it literally like I'd like get my hopes up every single time. I was like, he's like, why don't you go to the basement? Like, there's something in the basement. We have an unfinished basement. And I was like, really? And then he just started laughing. It was the worst Christmas of my life.
The worst part is that would have been fine that you played that joke had you gotten her tickets.
I know.
But you really didn't get her tickets.
I know. His hindsight, I was like, that was really mean.
No, I was so upset after. I literally was like, Mike, stop. And he's like, and then he was like, as he's laughing, he's like, check in the books. And I'm like, okay.
It went on for like 3 months.
No, that was awful.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So
I apologize.
Yeah, I saw that on the notes and I got mad. So I put no next to it. Because I could feel
funny.
I could feel my 12-year-old anger.
That's funny.
But was that the year that we ended up going anyway?
I don't know.
Or was that a different year?
I don't think so. No.
That was his next tour.
Yeah, because I would have been like, but you're still going. Like you ended up going. No.
Right.
But yeah, the next year I went to 2 of his concerts in the same tour.
Yeah, we went to St. Louis and Des Moines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you guys took me to St. Louis, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great trip.
Kara made a little promo video of our
I did.
trip.
I have no idea where that's at.
Yeah, but that was when I was weird. That's on YouTube, I think.
I think we all were a little weird back then.
No, but like I was especially
I had red
weird.
hair.
Like, okay.
Yeah, you did. That was a phase.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was fun.
I keep hearing that construction in the background. Hopefully we can take it out. But that's also the reason why we put a delay on this, was because they're doing work literally outside of our building right now.
But it looks like they're doing literally absolutely nothing. They're just going back and forth with boxes.
Just moving boxes.
Guys, I'm sure they're doing work that we just don't see. Okay, so let's cut them some slack.
All right.
This also reminds me of Christmas movies. Kara's a big Christmas movie buff. I don't know if you are.
I'm not necessarily Christmas movies, but there's not like one that I'm like. There was actually when they had the Hollywood Video Store in Marshtown, I always freaking got Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, that's one that I watched.
I got that every single time we go to the store, even if it wasn't Christmas. I'd be like Christmas with the Cranks. I'm like, that's the one. That's the one that we need.
I probably have like 7 movies that I just have to watch every year.
And you haven't seen Christmas Story?
No, that's one I haven't
seen. Which is crazy.
Wait, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's one. That's actually one that I like.
I have to watch it.
We need to watch. That should be what we should do.
Mine are like the Polar Express, the Santa Claus.
Polar Express is actually
Polar
Express is actually good.
Elf
is pretty good.
Elf reminds me of Aunt Robin's house. Shout out to Aunt Robin.
Why does it remind you of her house?
Because I used to watch that, and then I think okay, then there's one. Maybe it was Christmas Vacation. It's like
that's another one.
That one's pretty good.
I vividly remember in her house there was a VHS tape, and it was like a man dressed up as Santa Claus, but he has Christmas lights all around him, and then he's like being electrocuted or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, that has some really funny parts.
Yeah.
That's a classic. Most of them just don't do it for me. The ones Santa Claus.
Probably because you have a cold heart.
It's not Santa Claus.
Whatever.
It's the Santa Claus.
Whatever
like
it is,
that
it's
one.
god awful.
It's not. I actually like that one.
My favorite Christmas movie.
It's so predictable and cringy.
But have you seen 2 and 3?
Of course not.
Those ones aren't as good as the
original.
original.
I know, but like I still like those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't do it for me.
When Jack Frost
comes
in.
It's my
I would like it
childhood.
if all of a sudden the Santa Claus got killed. Then that would be a twist, and I'd be like, I'm into this.
It does in the beginning. That's how he becomes the Santa Claus.
Duh.
Okay.
I also like the Grinch
the TV
though.
just turn on?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Was it paused or was it? Or
It
do we have
must
a
have been
ghost?
It must have been paused. We might have a ghost though. I have a ghost story.
Ooh.
I was filming
Here?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I already told you.
told us.
So I was filming a YouTube video, and it was in the middle of the night, and I was doing so we all know the American Crime movie and the murder thing that went on at BCL. Wow, great time in our lives. Anyway, so I just had watched that movie for the first time, and I was explaining it in my YouTube video at Kirsten K. Cruz on YouTube. And at one point, it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm like filming, and I'm like, yeah, so this is what happened. And all of a sudden, my camera stops recording, and it flips it like so that it's like my back camera, and it's facing the wall, and then it like focuses in on the wall, and there's nothing there. Like it's just my wall's just white.
There was something there.
Yeah, and then I flipped it back, and I'm just like,
We should say we've never had issues like this until she moved in.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But I got freaked out. That scared the crap out of me.
And it was funny because you could see the reaction of you looking into the camera because it was actually still recording, and you were like in shock.
And then I was just sitting there, and I forgot that happened. And I was editing it, and I showed Mike, and he started dying. He was like, "What even is that?"
We should do that next time. I have some stories that of not necessarily ghosts, but stuff that I can't explain. That
I hate those stories.
But they're real.
In our house, sorry, not to get on ghost stories, but in our house, one thing that would always happen to me when I was little, Like, I specifically always remember this happening. So, like, whenever I'd get scared, I'd go talk to mom or, like, wake up in the middle of the night. She'd always take me downstairs and, like, I'd sleep on the couch. And whenever she'd leave, like, in the front room, which was the showroom for the funerals, I found that out. I didn't know that at the time, obviously. Because I didn't know
if
our
you
house
didn't
was
know, their house used to be a funeral home.
Yes. But a lot of it was added on. But the front of the house was mostly the funeral home. But I found out it was the showroom. And that's the room that I'd always hear, like, collapse in.
What?
Yes. Like,
Collapse?
yeah, like, I'm not kidding. Like,
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? I feel like I've told you that before.
That's freaky.
But, like, I feel like that would always happen to me. But then I was like...
So maybe you're the only one that's hearing the collapse.
And then,
the ghost is playing with you.
I hate this.
Kara's terrified.
Let's move on. I hate this so much.
But, like, I don't know. Like, it was just, like, freaky. Because then we had... Because you could see, like, from the living room that I'd sleep in, you could see, like, through the kitchen... Because it was just all, like, one... You could just see all the way through the other room, and it was just black. And then I just hear, like... Every once in a while, it'd just be, like, a double or just be, like, a single. And it would freak me the crap out every single time. That's the only thing that's ever, like, happened to me that was scary in the house.
Whoa.
Moving on.
Whoa. Well, we'll have to... No, you and me will dive into this sometime. This is... We're going to talk about this again. I would much rather watch scary movies versus Christmas movies any day.
Not me.
Big horror movie guy. Let's do shout-outs. I want to give a shout-out. Actually, I forgot to do it our last episode. Yes. Huge shout-out to Matt Schlissel and his better half, his girlfriend, Britt. They both are improv extraordinaires, very talented. They were Matt's the writer of Swim, that short film that I worked on. That was awesome. He's become a good friend of mine, but I have much more I could say about him. But the night of our rush to the hospital to deliver Harlow, he was our go-to guy to come and take care of Coco.
He came through in the absence of KK.
Yeah, sorry about it. Thanks, Matt.
So, Matt and Britt came over and very generously took care of Cokes, sent us some pictures. The night would have been maybe a nightmare without her.
Yeah, that's probably a shout out from Coco because
yes.
Probably nobody appreciated it more than her.
Yes, that was super kind of them. So thank you guys very much.
Yes, that was awesome.
That was super, super cool.
Yeah.
And then you have one as well.
I'm just going to shout out myself.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Big mama.
I've had a couple cool weeks, so
good for you.
Just gonna shout out myself.
Well, you deserve it. I respect it. I ain't gonna get too sappy because last time we had tears, and we ain't gonna bring tears back on.
That's true.
The other day, Harlow was just having a tough day and was just crying the whole time. And I remember she had finally like fallen asleep, and Kara was on the chair like with Harlow on top of her, and Kara was like looking at her phone, and then she just closed her eyes and was like falling asleep. And then, like, she'd, like, wake up and, like, go back on. And then Harlow started crying again. I felt so bad. And I was like, do you want me to, like, carry her or something? She goes, you can try. And then she's just like...
Zombie mode. It hits you.
A little sleepy.
It hits you.
But,
I also wanted to give one more shout out. Cam and Emily.
Yes.
They generously brought over Wood Ranch about a week ago.
Brought us dinner.
Delicious food. Wood Ranch is like the equivalent of kind of like a Texas Roadhouse. That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Instead of
a barbecue place.
Yes, and you get these garlic rolls that are delicious.
Your favorite.
Yes. So shout out to them. That was very generous. That made our night. It was good to catch up with Cam. He's back in the jiu-jitsu game. So much respect to him. We're both fellow white belts, new to it. He took some time off and he's back at it. And I've taken some time off because of COVID and the baby. And now I'm excited to get back at it in January. So.
And Emily just had her second baby. She's being a super mom as well right now.
Yes, so. She's an incredible mom, actually an incredible teacher as well. I'm very grateful that you guys got teamed up at your school at McKinley. If I get going, I'm going to get emotional because I'm very grateful for her and that school.
She's been a great friend.
Yes. KK.
I was going to say, shout out Cole Davis.
Hey,
he asked to...
Ayo.
There's so much feeling behind that.
Yeah, only he's not even going to watch this, but he
will.
asked to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with him a little while ago.
Cole Davis is... Are you guys dating currently?
Yes.
KK's boyfriend, also golf extraordinaire.
Great golfer.
One of the best to come out of Marshtown High School. Never golf with him because that would be not fun for anybody.
Yeah.
But
currently attends...
University of Houston.
Yes. So he will be making waves there if he hasn't already.
Yeah.
Ayo.
Yeah. Good luck to him. Wrapping this up. thank you guys very much for tuning in. We're trying to get back on track, but it's difficult with the baby in this construction, but we're going to try and keep pumping them out once a week at least.
We don't mind it.
No, it's good. It's a good problem to have.
Yes.
We eventually, this will be a well-oiled machine. I think we can get more than once a week.
Yeah. We're all just a little sleepy.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work. But also, thank you very much for the people that have subscribed. I know some people are having troubles figuring it out. If you don't know, just ask a young millennial.
KK?
Well, I'm saying if they have family members, if they're not able to figure it out, ask somebody and they'll teach you how to subscribe. You could also turn on the notifications and you wouldn't miss one of our videos. You'd get notified when we posted. We're at 100 subscribers, so we are 10% of the way to 1,000.
Shout out to my girl Beans. She was the 100th subscriber.
Yep.
What's up, Beans?
Took you a while. I don't know why it took you to episode 5, but it's a good. I mean, we appreciate it. But yeah, honestly, thank you very much. We look forward to talking to you in about a week. Any questions, comments, please let us know.
Yeah.
Much love. See you guys.
See ya.
Peace.